Hello guys, and welcome back to your beginner's JavaScript tutorial. I think this is the 5th one. And in this one we'll be covering over the second part of the if statement, the else. So in this, we had a variable called condition, and it was the prompt that from the user. And it was asking true or false. And if you entered in true, then it would alert you enter true. But if you didn't enter true, just nothing would happen. Well, that's the else part. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, so this is the else part of the if statement. So if the if statement isn't true, then it will default to else. And let's just have, instead of just alerting and doing nothing, let's alert that you didn't enter true. Okay, we'll save this and go back to their browser. Oops, I need to run this in the browser actually. Launching Chrome. Why is this taking so long? Okay, true or false. I'll just put that. That's not true. So, you didn't enter true. But if I reload this, and I do enter true, then you enter true. See, that's how this is. It's really simple, the if statement. But there's another part. Let's say you don't just want to check to see if it's true. You also want to check to see if you entered true, or maybe you entered bananas or something retarded like that. So let's say this is where the else if comes in handy. So the else if statement, so else then space if, and it's basically the same thing. So else if, and then let's have another thing. So the condition is equal to bananas. So if you enter in bananas in it, then if you entered in bananas, then whatever is in this code block, what is ever in this code block will run. So let's just put something like alert. Something really, let's just enter something reasonable, like bananas are good. So we can save this. Well, not save it yet. And then we can just have a default else. Default else will just alert you didn't enter true, false, or true or bananas. Bananas. I don't care how it's spelled. You know what, I will, actually. Alright, so we'll do that. There we go. So if the condition is true, then alert you entered true if you entered in, or if this isn't true, then go check to see if we entered in bananas. And then alert bananas are good if we did. If we didn't enter any of those in, just alert we didn't enter true or bananas. Alright, so we can save this and go back to our browser and test it out. So I'll just put in bananas, and bananas are good. So now you can actually technically get rid of all of this because let me show you. So we have the curly braces here, but you technically don't really need them, because curly braces, if you're going to have more than one statement in the code block. So if you don't have the curly braces, it'll just do one statement and everything else. That's actually what the else if isn't like something by itself. It's just basically else then check. It's basically if statement inside of the else. You just don't have the curly braces. So I got rid of all those curly braces, and let's see if this runs the same. Let's just put true. Let's just put something so we can default to else. See? And it's working, even if we didn't do that. But if I entered after the true document dot write, this will always happen. Yeah, so if I do this here, even if we don't enter in true, then this will still happen because there is something between this and the else if. Actually, we might get an error. I'm actually interested to find out. See, we got an error. Alright, that makes sense now. Wow, this is flashing. Alright, so unexpected token else. Because for this thing to work, we are going to have an right after the if, then we'll have the else. But in theory, when you don't have the curly braces, it'll just take the first statement and then yeah. So it worked fine before because we only had one statement in the code blocks, but now we have two. So what it's doing now is measuring, it's going, okay, if the condition is true, then we're doing alert, then we're alerting it. Then we're gonna document that right. And then it's like else if, we're like, wait, what? We just had to document that right. Because it has to be right in a row from the if statement. So that's why we had an error before. If we just comment this out, then it should work again. Well, obviously, you know that. You did that before. And so that's basically the else if, and the curly brace thing for this lesson. Yeah, so I'll see you next lesson.